Welcome to week 3, where we will be looking at human resource planning, which can be defined as the process by which organizational goals, as put forth in the mission statements and organizational plans, are translated into HR objectives to ensure that the organization is neither over nor understaffed, and that employees with the appropriate talents, skills, and desires are available to carry out their tasks, duties in the right jobs at the right time. Which brings us to the question of why human resource planning is important. It is important because it will facilitate the organization's ability to pursue its strategic objectives. And you will also be reading about a number of other principles that underpin human resource planning in this week. We will talk about who is responsible for human resource planning and looking at the differences between the responsibilities of the HR unit and the responsibilities of the managers. In addition, we will be looking at the different steps that are involved in the human resource planning process. The first step being to establish the mission, vision, and values of the organization, which are the overarching direction or depict the overarching direction that the organization would wish to pursue. Thereafter, you will conduct an external analysis which looks at the strengths and the weaknesses that the organization has externally that it can capitalize on in terms of achieving its human resource planning objectives. Thereafter, to conduct an internal analysis, and once you've looked at the internal analysis, to look at what are the capabilities and the composition of your employee workforce, you are able to determine what is it that you will need going forward. That brings us to the forecasting demand as well as the forecasting supply. The sixth step in the process is to develop, formulate, and implement the strategy that is based on the analysis that you have done, whereafter you will implement a succession planning process. We will in this week also be looking at some of the common pitfalls in human resource planning, and this whole week will then culminate in you looking at the DPSA guide through which human resource planning within the public sector is done. So welcome to week 3, and I hope you enjoy it. Good luck.